Hello, Fashionistas. How are you? I know the name of my channel is Savings Fashionista, and that is to come. But I wanted to launch my YouTube channel with my breast reduction experience. If you notice my first video, it was post-op day 3. I was still in bed, very sore, in a little pain. So today is Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to all. And today is the 25th. Okay, I'm 29 days post-op. I took some notes so I can make this kind of quick because I'm waiting on someone to come. My surgery was Tuesday the 26th. That following Tuesday, 7 days exactly, I went back to the doctor for my first week post-op appointment. The doctor removed the surgical translucent tape. That's the clear tape that covers the entire radius, the entire area of your breast. And it kind of keeps the incisions together. So I wore that for 7 days. I was instructed before I left the hospital after the surgery that I could shower the very next day, but I was very reluctant. I don't think I took a shower until that maybe Thursday. I was afraid, and so was my husband afraid. My husband was afraid as well, so I just kind of like washed up, and then I did eventually start showering that Thursday. At that appointment, they removed that tape. It didn't hurt as much as I had saw in other videos where they say it will possibly hurt because it is like stuck to your skin, but it didn't hurt so bad. They peeled it off and it was like ripping off a band-aid. It wasn't so bad. And that visit, I was instructed to clean the incisions 3 times daily and apply poly or neosporin. I opted to use neosporin because I just felt more safe with using neosporin. Some people say polysporin assures that you don't get discoloration. So I don't know how true that is. The nurse also recommended that I use sensitive skin Dove to avoid from drying out my skin. So I did do that 3 times a day. I did it in the morning when I awake, and I applied the polysporin on there, and I put back on my post-op bra. I had 2 post-op bras, the big white bra that you saw in the last video. I had 2 of those, so my husband would just alternate. We washed every night. He would wash. I would take one off at night after my shower, before my shower, put another one on, and I would just swap them out every 24 hours. I wanted to come and talk to you guys today about some things that were just not answered in some of the videos that I had viewed on YouTube. The first thing was bleeding. My right areola, it bled, and the reason I'm thinking that it bled is because that top layer of skin, it came off of my areola. My areola is still not right 29 days out. It's scalpy and pink, just like it would be if you had fallen and scalped your leg or hurt your leg or something. I did have a loss of appetite. It was very difficult for me to eat, and I think that was just the aftermath of being under anesthesia. Another thing was sleeping on my back. There was no comfort zone. I talked about the neck pillow that I used in the previous video. And be mindful before I forget this. You know you have to wear some form, or they recommend that you wear some form of a surgical bra 3 months post. So no underwire. Some say 3 months, some say 6. I'm just going to stick with the little cutesy surgical bras and the sports bras. Okay, post-op week 2. This is 14 days after the surgery. I didn't see the doctor. I only saw the nurse. At this point, I am feeling stronger, a little stronger. I can move around a little bit more. I'm a little bit more comfortable. I live in a two-story house, so I'm able to go up and down the stairs a little bit more regularly than I was that first week. My family did have to assist me with leaning up in the bed because when you get so used to using your upper body to assist you to do things, it's really just hard. So I would have my family to come in and just pull, just hold the back of my neck and just give me a boost to kind of lean up out of the bed because you have to sleep completely missionary coffin style. You cannot lay on your breast. So, as I was saying, I didn't see the doctor on this particular day. This was the day that my stitches were to be removed. The nurse, she did remove some of the stitches, and that's when I did get a chance to ask her about some of the bleeding. And she said that it was practically normal. I asked her about the top layer of that skin coming off my areola. She said that that was practically normal. I don't know if it was because I was supposed to have a nipple grafting, and then once he got me in the operating room and during the procedure, he said that he could go on and do the breast without having to do a complete nipple graft because my breasts were extremely large. I'm coming from like a 36, 38 triple K all the way down to a D. So my breasts were extremely large, and I was very happy that he didn't have to do the nipple graft. My incision, it is like a lollipop anchor, and I'll talk a little bit more about that because post-op week 2, that's when that's when they started treating the scarring that I have. Just so you know, 4 pounds were moved out of each one of my breasts, so I lost a total of 8 pounds from my breasts. One of the concerns that the nurse had, she noticed some bruising on my left breast, which is still kind of faintly there. And she said she thinks it's from me using my upper body. Because at some point I did start using my upper body because it's just a habit that I do that. So she reminded me to avoid from using my upper body and to avoid from lifting anything over 5 pounds. Okay, this was around the 10th. I was supposed to go back again 2 weeks later. And of course, 2 weeks from the 10th, which was the 23rd, would have been 2 days before Christmas, which was just this past Tuesday. And they did not have any available appointments. And due to the holidays, Christmas and New Year's, my appointment has been pushed all the way out to my 6-week mark, which they say is fine because I am not to be, he did not release me to go back to work until he see me at that 6-week mark. So hopefully I'll be back to work the week after New Year's, which is good because it's time for me to get back. I've been in the house too long. Okay, the nurse did instruct me to stop doing the 3 days, the 3 times per day washing and applying the Neosporin or the Polysporin. She instructed me to just always keep the areas clean. You shower in the morning, the night, however you shower. And they recommended to start treating for the scarring. They had something in the office, 2 things in the office that they recommend, but it was in liquid form. But she explained to me that in the local not grocery stores, please forgive me, the local drug stores that I can get these things that's called scar away strips. And they were like silicone, they're like silicone strips, and they are like pieces of tape that you put on those incisions to help the scarring. I told her that I would come back when I go back next month for my 4 week, 4 week post-op checkup, that I would get some of what they recommended in the office. It was kind of pricey, but I'm willing to pay for it. And I just felt more comfortable after she explained to me what the scar-away strips were and how they work. I'll leave pictures of the scar-away strips at the end of the video. Please forgive me. I do not yet know how to edit videos. Hopefully I will get better. But I just wanted to come on here and I wanted to share some things that I just did not find on YouTube. And I just thought would be helpful to someone else that is going to have the breast reduction surgery or is experiencing recovering from the breast reduction surgery. I don't regret having the surgery. For the most part of my life, I have had very large breasts. I can remember developing breasts probably at the age of 8. And I've had large breasts my whole entire life. And it started to just, it had taken its toll, you know. I had an accident and I developed arthritis in my lower back. So it's only so much that they can do for you with arthritis. So my doctor suggested that I go on and go through with the breast reduction surgery. I have had consultations in the past with the breast reduction, but my fear was the scarring and also the loss of sensation in my nipple. I do have great hopes that the sensation in my nipples, it will eventually return, because I can remember the second day out of surgery, I touched my right nipple and it was like, wow, you know, I could feel something. But I haven't felt anything from that day forward. So I don't know if that was just a nerve reactor. I don't know what it was, but I do have hopes that my nipple sensation will come back. Like I said, today I am 29 days post-op. My next appointment is next month. It's going to be 6 weeks instead of 4 weeks because of the holiday season. And they assured me if I had any issues that I could just stop by the office or I could just call, because I was really paranoid that I was going to be stretched out 2 weeks. I can tell the difference in my body dimensions. Maybe one day I can show you when I get good at filming. But right now, all I can do is sit here and film in a seated position, either from my phone or from my computer. So I hope this information was helpful. If you have any questions, just drop them below. And I will try to answer them to my best ability. Also, please click that subscribe button down at the bottom, because like I said, I do plan to do other things on this channel. This channel is not really a vlogging channel. I'm hoping that it will develop into a coupon reveal or box opening channel, or whichever way God directs me to go. So like I said, bleeding is normal, not excessive bleeding, but some spotting is normal. You can put like a penny line or something real soft inside of your bra. The peeling of the areola, they told me that that was normal as well. My areolas are actually pink with like black scabs on them, even 29 days out. Some bruising is normal, but be careful with the bruising, because she told me she wanted to really pay close attention to that, and she was going to be looking for that. And there's still some faint bruising there, and it's probably because I use my upper body, so I hope I have not done anything. So try your best not to use your upper body. Get someone to assist you, get a cane, get whatever you need to assure that you are taking care of your body so that you can fully recover. I will leave the link also for these post-op bras that I got from Amazon. And like I said, I hope this was a helpful video. I hope you guys have a wonderful, happy, jolly Christmas. And I'll see you next time.